Thank you all for coming out here this morning. My name is Rabbi Jeff Goldblum from Temple Sinai in Cranston. The prophet Jeremiah said, "A cry is heard in Ramah, wailing, bitter weeping. Rachel weeping for her children. She refuses to be comforted for her children, for they are no longer." Today, a cry is heard across the United States of America as parents separated from their children and children separated from their parents cry out for each other with wailing and bitter weeping. We are horrified and outraged by the policy announced by Attorney General Jeff Sessions that compels the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to separate parents from their children when they cross our southern border. Ripping families apart is cruel and inhumane. It is a practice associated with authoritarian regimes, not democracies that respect human rights. We Jews remember the times in our own history when parents were ordered to stand in one lane as they watched their children taken away on another line. It is a memory that horrifies us and deepens our determination that no family should ever endure this kind of separation again. Yeah. What is more, Jewish tradition commands us to welcome the stranger, to treat immigrants fairly, and to empathize with the widow, the stranger, and the orphan, because we ourselves were strangers in the land of Egypt. The inhumane treatment of migrant children and parents is despicable to the values that we have been taught to live by. The reported physical mistreatment of minors, including pregnant teens and those who have recently given birth, as well as the separation of children as young as 18 months from their parents, is an offense to our nation's values and an offense to all humanity. These practices must stop now. Those at the highest levels of the Trump administration are responsible and must provide the public a clear explanation of how this happened and a clear statement that these policies will end now. The President, Attorney General Jeff Sessions, Secretary of Homeland Security Kirstjen Nielsen, and White House Chief of Staff John Kelly owe the American people answers. We reject their efforts to blame others for these horrific policies. We hold them accountable and demand that they cancel this violent policy immediately, that they stop separating families, and that they commit to ensuring that asylum seekers are not treated as criminals, but have the opportunity to apply for refugee status as required by international law. Thank you.